Building something off-grid in the middle of the desert, whether it's a tiny home, shed-to-house conversion, or earth bag home, or a hyper adobe, or super adobe, or whatever you're building out here, it takes time, it takes patience, it takes resilience, it takes you being a little creative. You kind of gotta do things a little bit different. It's certainly not like a traditional build, even if it's sticks and bricks. You're still doing something a little bit different out here. You're on your own. You don't have any power. You don't have all the essentials. It's far away to the store, so you kind of gotta just take your time and try to make things work. Use little bits of this and that, and you might have to come back and fix some things and straighten some things out, but you do your best. That's part of the joy and the fun of it. You're on your own, creating something that you can be proud of. For a pattern. Alright, I'm going to save one for a pattern. There you go. So now my board will go up pretty even. Alright, let's get to that.
Wide awake, all the memories are on replay. I reach for you, but you're thousands of miles away. Every heartbeat, every breath is filled with thoughts of you. I am so lost
Tiny house. I'm gonna do something with it.
And I don't know what to do. Sleepless nights filled with
Having a swamp cooler out here in the desert is basically an essential. Everybody's got one. It's what keeps you going. It's what gets you through those warm days, those warm nights. Out here in the desert, if you don't have air conditioning, you're most definitely going to need a swamp cooler. I don't think we could have survived without one. This swamp cooler right here is a very good model. It keeps you pretty cool. It's good for small spaces. We put it in the RV, and it sits in the window just perfectly, and it keeps the RV cool. We can basically run this thing all night long without running our power down. They don't use a lot of power. They do use a lot of water, so you're going to have a lot of water. They fill up on about 7 gallons, so... And it goes through that water pretty quick, so you got to have quite a bit of water, but it's an essential out here. Pretty much everybody in the desert's got one. Alright, so here's where we're at. We got our electrical run fixture up there for our light. We got that much of the ceiling board in and down there. And we're fixing to put up that piece. Alright. Looking good so far. Breaker box is gonna go over there. We still gotta put some insulation in here. Hopefully we'll have the ceiling all in by today. Could you live in a little tiny 200 square foot house? I think I could. I could live in here. 200 square foot cabin? Why couldn't you? Alright. Okay, so B piece. Yeah, you kind of got to use whatever you can find. Maybe it's a hiking pole. maybe it's a milk crate. Who knows? But building out here on your own and with limited availability of tools and essentials, you definitely make do with what you got, and who knows? I mean, a hiking pole that could work. You know, maybe you need 2 hiking poles. Yeah. The truth of the matter is, you definitely use whatever's at hand, and here we're making use of 2 hiking poles. Who knew?
So just to switch it off the back of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's wedged up there.
Go down there. Try to no outside. Yeah. Can you? No.
It'll work.
Okay. Hang on. Okay, give me one of your ski poles.
Or from the back of it.
No, I'll get it. I'll get it. I'll get it. I'll get it. Calm down. Relax. 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 Remember, you don't want to get burned out here. You definitely got to take some time for yourself and take a break, do whatever you need to do. Take care of yourself. You got to stay healthy. You know, whatever it is, if it's going out and looking at the birds or enjoying nature, just sitting relaxing, watching a hummingbird feed, watching a house finch drink water. Whatever it is that gives you that calm and relaxing feel, you got to find it. You got to add it to the equation. You can't just sit here and work every day. You're going to get burnt out. You're not going to make it here. Your mental well-being, mental health is vital to this whole surviving out here off the grid. So you got to have fun. You got to make it fun. Enjoy yourself. Don't overdo it. Find some way to find your happy. Mine is definitely watching wildlife and photography and getting out in nature and wandering around. That's what gets me through it. So whatever it takes, you got to find it. All Alright, we got our ceiling in. What we gotta do is our trim work. Put our light fixture up. Finish insulating those walls. And we are good to go.
See if that's good.
No, it's not good yet. Getting close. Pretty close. Almost there. Got it? Okay. Works.
That stuff will be a knockout in our new house.
.45 caliber or something. I don't know. It's pretty big. It's bigger than a 38. I don't know. Is that old? Is that old? I'd say it's old. Don't know. What do you think? Anyways. I fixed them. Good as new. That works. They're done. Fixed. hauling water it's a chore. It's not it's no big deal, but going to town to get water, you know, filling up the jugs, bringing them back, running out, going low, filling up the RV. It's it takes a lot out of you. Sometimes you just don't feel like doing it, or you got 15 other things happening. So having a large water tank is a game changer. It's imperative to survive out here in the desert. You got to have water, and you can carry it for a while, but it's going to wear on you. So having a tank, that's where it's at. So we're temporary putting our water tank right here until we can figure out where we're going to put it up there. But we're getting it delivered today, so 2,500 gallons. Okay, so we're heading to the 70 miles away to the big city, not knowing what we're going. Oh, we left our daggum sawhorse down here. The way you get sawed in the desert. Okay,
I don't know.
so we leave the next big box store after building a plumbing Frankenstein from a 2-inch tank connector, which connects to the tank down the line, which you can't, nobody has a 2-inch cutoff.
Well, we did get the glass for the door.
Anyways, we got like 15 pieces or something. How many pieces?
Oh my god.
10 or 15 pieces to put the stupid thing together, which is going to be way too heavy, way too, just everything wrong about it. The right lid, I'm gonna say. Oh no, it's not. Here's the lid that they gave us, and as you can see, it is not the right lid. Not the right lid. That will not work. Does anybody think that would work? How would that work? Is it a magical expanding lid? No. It's not good. So we gotta drive 60 miles back because we don't have a magical expanding lid. Alright, we just installed this little antique light in our tiny cabin. How about that? Pretty cool. Pretty cool lamp. Pretty cool light fixture. Got it on the dimmer. So we could dim it down. Or brighten it up. It's bright. Oh, that's pretty cool. I like it. Pretty cool. Having an extremely dark sky out here is just an added bonus. It certainly puts me in a better frame of mind. It's absolutely my happy. Look at this piece I just picked up. Alright, so the wind's blowing like crazy. Hear the gamble squirrel? Okay, look. That banded agate. Agate. Goodness, let's see. Oh, that's better. Go Sydney. Look at that. Quartzy goodness. I just picked this baby up on my property. How about that? Alright, so here I am today. I'm inside of a water tank. There's my portal. It's like I can't reach it. Okay. It's 8 feet tall. I'm cleaning this water tank out because it's got Palo Verde plumes in it. Because it had no lid on it. So I'm down here with a Dyson vacuum. Mark's talking to me out there. I'm all good. Everything's okay. He's like, I hear you talking, but I don't know what you're saying. Anyways, I got my mask on. Not that there's any. It's very clean. I see a little bit of bird poop. Maybe a little bird poop. Not that we're gonna drink this, but it's gonna be our showering, etc. Watering, bathing tank. It's pretty clean. I do a little couple of drops of bird poop right there, which I kind of figured that. I mean, I had a portal that big. All right, let me switch it over. All right, so, you know, it's pretty darn clean. A little bit of debris. Pretty clean. Alright, so I'm doing a temporary install. Just kind of with pieces and parts that I had and trying to put it all together just to get it pumping, see how it's gonna work. I didn't have all the pieces I needed. I probably could have got them here locally at my little hardware store, cause they deal with ranchers more, and this is kind of one of those things, you know. It's a rancher. A lot of ranchers use these tanks, and off-grid people. But I'm using a great big crescent wrench to try to tighten this battery terminal on. Ignore me. I'm just doing it instead of going and looking for a tool. I had a crescent wrench in my hand. Just need it a little tightened up so I can just see how it's gonna work. If this thing's even gonna pump. I just kind of threw it together, so. Alright, let's see. There's that. There's that. And I'm gonna open up this valve. The valve is open. Oh, and I don't have. That valve's open. That valve's open. Alright. There's the spigot. Well, the hose. Alright, let's see. That's on. Take that long to get through 150. Ah, there we go. Whoa. Woo, we got water. There's water in the desert. Alright, we're not gonna waste our water.
Was reportedly very clean and well kept. That is, until officers got to the basement. Spots of blood.
Yeah. too short.
Not too short, it's just warped.
Oh, that's okay. That's going to be a lot more when you sleep on it. Did we want to put a bead of glue down first?
Sure. We glue everything. The beauty of a trundle bed is its simplicity. One bed just nestles right under the other one, giving you that extra sleeping space without sacrificing any floor space. It's compact, practical, and perfectly suited for a tiny living.
By 71.
36 by 71. This little build proves you don't need a big house to sleep in comfort. Just a smart design that makes the most of the space you have.
Memories are on replay. I reach for you, but you're thousands of miles away. Every heartbeat, every breath is filled with thoughts of you. I am so lost without you, and I don't know what to do.
You know, one of the biggest upgrades to our tiny cabin is this Blue Eddy AC 500. Paired with 4 expansion batteries, and this powerhouse gives us the flexibility to live off the grid without sacrificing any comfort. With up to 3,000 watts of solar input, we can harvest plenty of energy from the sun to keep everything running. What's really impressive is how easy this system handles big loads, like our AC mini split, cooling and heating the cabin off solar alone. It just feels like a huge win for our off-grid living. The modular design means we can add or remove batteries depending on our needs, swap units out. We could pretty much do whatever we need with this thing. It gives us more than enough capacity to keep the lights on and appliances running and the cabin comfortable year-round. We can even monitor what's going on with the system via Wi-Fi over the internet. You can turn the thing off and on, turn the AC on, turn the DC side on. We're going to hook it up with this 50 amp plug, this RV NEMA 50 amp plug, and kind of wire it into the system so everything runs through the breakers. It's going to be a great addition to our tiny cabin, all set up. You know, one of the biggest things out here in our off-grid process so far certainly has been this AC mini split system. Here you see us manhandling and trying to get this thing up on the rack. It was a little bit difficult, but we got it up there and got it hooked up, no problems. Now, it's not one of those easy DIY ones that you don't have to do anything to. This one kind of required some extra special processes. You had to put a vacuum on it to make sure it's it didn't have any leaks and such. It's an easy process. It's not anything difficult, but it is an added step compared to like the Mr. Cool units. I tell you, installing this AC system in our tiny cabin has most definitely been one of the biggest game changers. Out here in the desert, you just never know what the temperature's going to be like. I can't wait for the winter time to get here and try out the heat pump. This efficient mini split, we can pretty much cool the cabin down in the summer and heat it in the winter. Alright, so here you got the whip coming into your little circuit box. And so you put the rubber on the outside. You always want to make sure that that whip nut is so it grabs the metal and tightens up, pulls down. Get a grommet for that. When do you think it would come with a grommet? Ew. So that's where that's going to go like that. Alright. We're going to hook these up corresponding. And we'll have our wiring all done up except for hooking to the power. Alright, so at this point in the install, we might probably better start looking at the instructions. Alright, so here's our situation. Alright, let's do an establishing shot. Alright, so we're pulling a vacuum, got it down, -30. Alright, so successful install of the mini split. Pretty much easy job. Had a few little hiccups here and there, but nothing bad, right?
Still about 73.
Marv says it's still about 73. And it's set on 75. It's on eco mode. And it is quiet. I mean, can you hear it? It is quiet. Alright, we appreciate you coming along on the journey. We're going to sit back and relax a little bit. I'm going to get the Wi-Fi going on the remote and see if I can get that going and figure out all the settings on this thing and relax a bit. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the next episode.